Now we are heading into the first race. Let me just bear with me. I'm going to be struggling with this. Alright. Weird stuff's going on. Okay, we're cool. Race 1, boys. And we are starting with Mystery Caves, which I don't have the draft, so let me remove that draft screenshot because that's wrong. But I'm going to assume this is Finland's pick. And right now we're seeing Onks just rolling masks, looking into first. And HFC is training behind Erajorma right now. Onks has got a pretty safe lead, so he's going to hold on to that for Finland. And looks like Zamu's not far behind HFC right now, so HFC needs to get that shield on and hope Zamu doesn't have anything to double hit with. He's lost his shield. And I think we're seeing, oh, there's an unjuiced orb right now, but Onks is actually slowed down, and it's taken out both the Arabs. That was actually perfect. I don't know if that was Finland's orb or not, but if that was, that would have been pretty much a perfect play if they did that intentionally. And now we see a 1-3 for Finland. But HFC right now is just directly behind Fhoons, so if he can win the item lottery in the next set, he can take out Fhoons. And he's got the bomb, but Fhoons has the shield to defend himself. But Fhoons only has a missile now, so he can't retaliate and take away HFC. Now both of them have shields, so these positions are probably sandstone. And I've just had info that Matjestix will be joining us. Fhoons has run out of reserves, so HC is going to be able to get a hit on him, maybe. Get the pass. His teammate's there to back him up and take out Fhoons, so he doesn't even need to take any risk. And now Onks is in danger. And this is looking bad for Finland now, because the Arabs now have top 4 going into lap 5. I'm not sure what happened to their lead, but the Arabs did a good job at breaking it. Now I'll see Fhoons trying to break the top 4 with Engine Pulsewood, but he's going to have a difficult time passing 2 shields. And he's opted to just target the guy that doesn't have the shield with the missile. And now Finland are pretty much just trying to get that one guy in 8th place. But Alhoot's managed to roll a mask, so Alhoot's actually gaining on Fhoons. This could already be a top 4 from the first race. And it's looking like it might be. That is a really... That's an interesting start to the match right there. I'm shocked by that one. I don't think anyone was expecting this match to start with a top 4 from either team, so I think Finland are hoping that this isn't going to be a running theme throughout the match. Oh, wrong way around. And a plus 19 off the bat. Kinda insane. Right, I'm going to quickly sort out the stuff that I should have sorted out before if I were actually doing Oh look. That reminds me, I need to turn off Discord audio. Matjestix, welcome. You saved my day. Let me get the screenshot going. 1 sec. Okay, so we've actually started with a top 4 for the Arabs, which is kinda unexpected. Yeah, we've seen them come back from worse in previous matches. Okay. Am I missing anything else? I need to do commentators. Are they not? Oh, then okay, they're not updating themselves. I need to do a refresh. There you go. And we got Matjestix from the United States. And okay, and we're going into Pathos Pyramid. I guess that's not the... Okay, I think I put the wrong screenshot. Whoa. Let's have a look what's going on. Yeah. And he's taken out 3 Finnish players with that mask. And a top 4 once again. Oh, I just realized, okay. Now they can hear you because I didn't have audio on Classic.
Oh, that is sick. So now I can be heard. But yes. Top 3 still for the Arabs. All the Megumi's doing well so far. Yes, Fhoons is currently in 4th with a bomb, but it's going to take probably a good power item here to do something about this top 3 because they've got quite the breakaway. You know, I don't even think a missile will be able to catch up here unless Fhoons does some godlike lines. But we see HFC falling off and falls back to 8th position.
And we've got Fhoons breaking into their top 3 right now.
Yeah, that was a bit of a... I didn't quite catch what happened to 3rd place there for him to break into the top 3, but...
Oh, and 2nd place actually failed now. Must have failed the shortcut, so Fhoons has a bomb to kill him if he doesn't get hit. The bomb just doesn't manage to hit him in the blast radius. That looked like it should have hit, so...
Yeah.
That was quite unfortunate.
Yeah. Goes into the spiral and hits that nitro. It's quite hard to avoid items, especially nitros or beakers in that section.
Yeah, I think Fhoons just took it a bit too safe firing the bomb that early. I guess he should have just gotten a bit closer to make sure he got the hit. Because even if he got hit himself, he still would have been able to take that one guy out for his teammates.
Still, he's got that 3rd position scared, and he hits the red beaker. Speaker's Commentator's Curse. Yeah, that was... I think 4th position should be able to catch him up here, but he does lose the fire effect. You see HFC...
Onks doing a good job at taking down HFC and keeping him in the back to stop them from getting any better positions than they already have.
But that is top 2 again for the Arabs. So that
top
is winning
2-4
again.
Is a very strong.
Yeah, that's once again very strong indeed. Fhoons thankfully keeping that third place. But this is looking like a rough start so far for Finland. And a very strong start for Saudi Arabia.
And I don't think anyone was expecting it to go this way.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of people are hyping this match up to be like, obviously it's the top 2 seeds so far. So them going head to head, we were not expecting a points difference this large on the second race, no less. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to be honest. I'm just going to take a quick look to see who is actually playing. Looking at the, I haven't checked so far, but it seems Finland has. I've never actually said his name. Is it Jorma?
Erajorma.
Yeah, that's the one. I've never actually seen the name said before, so apologies for butchering that. But is that the first time he's played in the World Cup so far? I feel like it's been Sursa or Yehooks.
Yeah. It was Surstin for the match against Japan.
Yeah.
I believe, and then Yehooks for the other 2. But apparently Yehooks isn't around, so Erajorma's filling in. Which isn't like Erajorma is a pretty strong player, so it's not like a huge deal. It's not like they're gonna lose solely because of that. It's just Yehooks is like the main lineup, and I think they would have preferred to have him there.
Yeah, for sure. That's the big 4 that they have been using, but it's not like the Finnish subs are weak by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, nonetheless, it's looking very Arab dominant so far, even. And it's going to be... They're going to need to pull something out of the hat, Finland, to make a comeback here. They need at least a top 4 or just very consistent winning positions for the remainder of this war.
It's weird that they played Mystery Caves and Papus the other way around.
Yeah, I that's why I was querying it. They started with Mystery Caves, then did Papus, which I don't quite know why. But
I didn't see what track they're going into now. I'd assume Dingo Canyon.
It should be Dingo Canyon, but...
Yeah, they're sticking with Dingo Canyon, so I guess they're not. Ooh.
Yeah, a bit of an odd thing, but nonetheless. Don't see any protest in what was going on, so... But yeah, going into race 3 with a 28-point lead for Saudi Arabia, so Finland looking to score some big points this race. And Onks fails the shortcut and goes straight into the cacti. So, not a great start for Onks, but Fhoons does get a mild breakaway and he hits a beaker, so I've commentated cursing yet again. And
this is already looking pretty strong for the Arabs. They've got top 4 dominance right now, with Fhoons having no reserves and being by himself.
Yeah, I mean, he put that shield up and he lost it straight away. I didn't quite see what he lost it on, but blue shield in first position. Doom. Yep, and Fhoons gets taken out in the shortcut. And he gets comboed. But Zamu is now up there in 3rd place.
Yeah, he's
looking to cause some damage.
Going down there with a mask. I think he took out 1, maybe.
Yeah, you see that 3rd position has dropped down, but I think that 1st place should be pretty well secured unless we see multiple power items, as they did have a blue shield. So, yeah, it's looking pretty good for the Arabs again so far.
We're not seeing HFC go for Postwood here.
Nope.
Guess he just used his engine at the wrong time.
Not quite sure what he is doing, actually. He's just hanging back a bit with a canister. So
yeah, I think he's just like, he's not risking passing when he only has a canister to defend himself.
But we see Onks falling down as well. Didn't quite see what caught him out there, but thankfully he doesn't lose any team positions.
Oh, Fhoons post-switting. And he's gone up
he's
second,
gaming.
but he's used the missile while not facing towards Al-Hoot, so it just doesn't target.
It's that red beaker as well. So kind of unlucky there, going around there and taking that beaker. He goes for the shield snipe, just narrowly misses second place.
Yeah, that was a pretty big choke for Fhoons firing
Yeah.
the missile while not actually in the vision. Oh, but he does
But
manage
Alou-
to get the.
Alou
trade
failed
again.
the shortcut. Yeah, he failed the shortcut, but he gets sniped and then he snipes back himself. So quite the battle going on between second and third here. As we see
Doom's
Onks
rolled a
getting
5th
taken out.
place mask behind Onks, so Onks can't help Fhoons now.
Oh, and
And
Onks takes the
Fhoons-
red beaker as well.
Fhoons looking like he's going to keep second here, but
Again, 1-3-4 for the Arabs. That
yeah,
is
they've got
huge
really
winning
strong
positions once
positions
again. Wow, this is looking dominating so far for Saudi Arabia. You know, even this early on, if you're Finn, then you got to start being a bit concerned, I guess, because things just are not going their way at all. To be in this big of a point deficit on race 3, nonetheless, not even at half time, it's kind of crazy, especially with these two top seeds. It's not really
the
the result
question
you're
we have
expecting.
to ask now is this going to be like the Finland UK match where they have this like really
Yep.
big lead for the other team, but they still manage to make it back?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Well, what they need is, like, when they played against the UK, I think they're going to need a big result themselves, like a top 4 or, you know, top 3 positions or something like that, so they can change the momentum, because so far the momentum has just snowballed hard on them. And, you know, 33 points behind in the first 3 races, this is not... You know, it's obviously it's not over, still got 7 races left to go, but they really need to have a big win to at least stay in contention. Otherwise, they're just going to keep gaining a large point deficit each race as it goes on.
And it's hard to say exactly what Finland are doing wrong at the moment, because you see just the Arabs have like top 3 at the start of the race, and there's always like only one Finnish guy up top with them.
Yes, and you can't really pinpoint it on any one thing so far. You know,
We're just seeing a lot of like just the Arabs are winning pretty much
they
every
break away
fight
at the
start of the race.
Yeah, it's the breakaways at the start, and at least one of the Arabs are sticking up there in the first position and just holding on to it. But yeah, I mean, this has been pretty solid start either way. Going into Tiny Arena, not sure who would have the upper hand here. Probably the Arab, seeing as they picked
Yeah,
it.
this
so
is
they must be the most
definitely
confident.
Arab Arena.
Yeah,
It has been
But-
for a while. But the race is going to get stalled for a bit because Alhu's disconnected when they've gone into the loading screen.
yes, we love the disconnections in this game. But, you know, just thinking about it, Tiny Arena is like, if the momentum and the current trend of Saudi Arabia getting that breakaway early on Tiny Arena, it's going to be a lot harder to catch up if they get that breakaway again. So I'd say Finland really want a good breakaway on lap 1 here. At least get, 2 of their players in the top 4 to get a breakaway. Otherwise, it's really hard to get a comeback here unless you get a lot of power items.
And I think it's going to be pretty difficult for them because this is like Arab home territory right now. And
Yeah.
they know the lap 1 strats. These 4 players have played with each other a trillion times, and they've played this track a trillion times, and they know the starting strats like the back of their hand.
Yeah,
They're
for sure.
extremely dominant here.
Yeah, they've got the hell of experience. I think these guys have been around since the very beginning, playing together. So it is, it's going to be
This must
tricky.
be the most consistent team throughout the lifespan of the game in the competitive hub.
Yes,
Because these 4 players have stayed together as this team for the whole time.
Like, I even remember before the competitive hub was even a thing. Like, I'd see these guys in private lobbies. I'd just see Ark, and they'd always be there, like, playing in top itemless lobbies. I remember Justin Zimmerman used to host itemless lobbies, and all of a sudden it'd be like, oh, the Arabs are here, and they'd all show up together all at one. They'd just all join the lobby. But you know, these guys have been playing since wars were a thing, basically. But yeah, but they're definitely, even in the tournament, even in the World Cup, the Saudi Arabia just seems to have been the most consistent, I'd say, out of all the teams, in my opinion.
They've been dominant pretty much all the way throughout this tournament so far. They've been playing at pretty much peak performance the entire time, not dropping like... They haven't made like any huge mistakes that's cost them the win in any like match.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think back. It seems like I think they haven't really had any close games either as such, like tight games, really. I think I'm trying, if my memory serves me correctly.
If they keep it up like this till the end of the tournament, they'd easily win without any contest. It's just a question of consistency from this point, because I know the Arabs, they're just really good at choking, and I don't really know. Like I've seen them choke some matches where there's just like no way on paper they should lose that match.
Yeah, I know what you mean on paper, but it's putting things into practice is always different. But like I say, just
right now we haven't seen any of that.
No. Like I say, they've just been consistent the whole way through. You know, none of their matches have been close so far. The only team that's actually come close, or the closest coming to beating them, is Mexico, and I believe that was a 20 points difference. So even then, that was more than a top 4 required for Mexico to catch up. But yeah, they just haven't seemed to have any hard competition so far. But you know, we shall see. But still a few strong teams that they haven't played against. But I'd say they're definitely one of the stronger contenders for this World Cup, for sure. You know, they're one of the favourites, and if you say otherwise, you're wrong, quite frankly.
They just aren't pulling any punches in these matches. They're going all out, and they're not going easy on anyone.
I mean, I will be totally honest. Like, before the World Cup, I didn't see these guys, you know, the main Arab lineup, playing as much as they used to. So I was kind of a bit worried, you know, thinking, you know, are they going to come back as strong as they were in the past? But they have definitely proved me wrong. They've just came back and they've just been as strong as ever. You know, it's just as if they never really left. But I mean, I know they have played here and there, but, you know, just not as active as they were.
Hasn't actually been playing until like a few weeks before the World Cup. He had taken a break for like, I don't know, 4 months maybe, and he's just come back and he's still got it, and he's still playing perfectly with the team.
It's like a running theme of like these top players you see is they come back and it's, you know, or at least the top players, you know, they come back and they come back as if it's nothing really. Whereas you would expect, like, for another average player, they would struggle a bit, you know, to get the rust off. But it seems to be no rust issues whatsoever. But we are finally going into the start of the race, and we shall see who gets the breakaway on lap 1 and what goes down. But we see Fhoons in first position currently on his screen, as Onks a little bit behind him. But he does have a bomb. But he does get taken out once again.
That's pretty much up to Onks. But he's let them pass to Missile, and it just hasn't affected them. And now they've got top 3.
Again, when one of them has a green shield, so not... But I think they're going to need a power item here to make something happen. But those 3 Arabs, other than HFC, are in that top position.
We see an orb.
Yep. This orb could have an effect at least. It's definitely what Finland needed to happen.
I didn't see who fired that orb, actually.
Neither did I. So
it could have been HFC's orb.
It would have been a strange orb, to be honest, but I guess, you know, if they had top 3, but I don't know, maybe they just thought early on, probably worth the risk just to make HFC.
He's trying to hit a bomb on Ahmed right now.
But he hits the wall.
He's lost fire. So
but he will get it back quickly, thankfully. So,
But he's wasted his opportunity to kill Ahmed now, so the Arabs are just safe in top 3 unless they get hit by a power item.
Yeah, and you're
interestingly, Fhoons has
well.
just rolled a 4th place mask and he's just using it straight away.
Yeah,
I'm not sure it's enough to catch up, especially on this track where just there's so many bumps, you don't gain any of the actual speed.
But it seems 3rd place did temporarily lose fire as they slowed down a little bit there. I don't know if it's strategic slowdown or not, but does have a blue shield, but Fhoons does take the blue shield out. So maybe on this straight he should be able to get a missile if they don't have a defending item. But he does use the missile, but he gets a missile of his own. Oof. He almost got hit by a back missile of his own, but he does hit him and takes 3rd position.
Onks had no trouble just missiling him and getting the pass. So now we're going to see likely a top 2 bomb 2, which actually is pretty strong for the Arabs because they now hold both the power item spots apart from 6th place.
Yeah, I mean, with the points lead that they do have this early on, that's all they really need. You know, if it's a win, it's a win. You know, they're not losing their large points difference.
Yeah, they don't need to take any risks. They just need to maintain this lead and not get the other team having a top 4.
Yeah, that's for sure. But if they can just secure those top 2, I'm pretty sure they'd be happy with that result. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not looking like...
And now we see the orb, which is going to take out... No?
Well, none of the Finns
are
going to get hit because they had shields. I don't know about the top 2. We shall see on the minimap. Doesn't look like... Nope, both of them had some protection, which was probably a shield. So none of the top 4 get hit there. And we see more shields on Tiny Arena. Fhoons and Onks both got more shields. Probably the top 2 probably rolled shields as well.
HFC's ever so slowly catching up to Zamu with his masks.
Yeah, Zamu's looking like a risk here. We see a clock.
Interestingly, HFC didn't go for Zamu, who did dodge the clock, which was kind of a missed opportunity.
Yep.
But it might not matter if his teammate catches up to Zamu right here and kills him. Which he ends up doing.
Yeah, HFC is missiling Onks, but Onks does avoid the missile, but clips the wall slightly, loses fire, but should get it back very quickly.
And now Fhoons and Onks are the only last defense from preventing Arabs from getting another top 4. So
yeah. Oh,
and Fhoons has been hit, there. So that's one down.
Hits the tight nitro left. So
looks like Fhoons has a big enough lead where HFC won't reach him, but
yes.
Well, this is dangerous now because HFC has triple missiles for Onks, and if those
on
missiles end up behaving...
Well. Yeah. Is he going to gate around the corner beforehand? Oh, he gets hit by one.
No.
Yeah, he's taken down. So Onks is going to lose that position. Oh, and he gets a back bomb as well.
And this orb's going to take out Fhoons as well.
Oh, wow. Is HFC going to be able to... No, I think Fhoons should secure that, but... Yeah,
Not quite. But that's another huge win for the Arabs.
1, 2, 4, 5.
That even bigger.
Crazy. Wow. I mean, it's early doors, but I don't think anyone was really expecting this. This is like...
They are devastating the finish right now.
Yes, as we see Alut disconnects from the game. But yeah, this is kind of... I'm kind of speechless. I was not expecting this big of a points deficit on the 4th race, no less. This is, you know, Saudi Arabia are just running them over. You know, they're literally just destroying them. It's kind of not what we wanted to see. I'm sure everyone wanted to see a close game, but with that being said, Finland can still come back, technically. So it's not over yet. I know Finland are not going to be happy with their performance so far, but hopefully they can keep their, you know, or have a mental shift just to be able to continue persevering in this, what is a beatdown honestly, it's it's not nice to see such large deficits, but Finland got to make something happen, and they need to make it happen quick.
Right, so now we see Polar Pass, which is a Finland. Wait, no, it's an Arab pick. My bad.
Arab pick, yeah.
I know that Onks enjoys this track, so I don't think this track is as one-sided to the Arabs as the last track.
I remember Onks used to time trial this a lot, but didn't A7 have he had world record at one point, didn't he? Or he was contending for it. If I'm not wrong.
He did used to have it.
Yeah, so he is pretty decent on this track.
Before the is it Bauer's shortcut? Oh no, it was. I can't remember who discovered that shortcut at the end. I think it was Kaizoku, maybe.
Yes, that's right. It was Kaizoku that discovered the little clip on the last Blue Fire.
And until that was discovered, Ahmed had a pretty strong world record on this track.
Yes. Yep, that is
but
right.
I think it's Pat Turco now, if I'm not forgetting.
I have not checked lately, if I'm honest. But yes. Either way, yeah. These scores are just still surprising to me as they were. I'm just still in quite a bit of shock. But
and we see Zamu with the quad 2s so far. That's consistency right there.
He is being hella consistent. You've got to give him that. Sadly, in not the best position to be consistent in 7th place, but he has not got 8th place so far, which is, I'm sure he'd be delighted about, but, it's those small victories that keep up the team spirit, I guess, but...
The difference between getting 7th place and 8th place is massive. It's completely different.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to be Turtle, but currently Zamu is actually Turtle, nonetheless, so... Yeah, we shall see going into Polar Pass. I think a lot of people here just want to see Finland try and make a comeback, or at least put up a good fight. Just try and get some points back. At least win one race or something, but it's, let's just see if the momentum shifts.
Right now, Alhu is still missing after he disconnected from that previous race.
Ah, yes. More disconnections we got. You love to see it. Just before halftime.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be any communication from the Arabs right now.
Okay.
Which isn't that's strange.
Always, yeah, it's not unheard of. But, to be fair, not unheard of. But yeah, I
might have to check the rules to see.
I myself, I'm not too read up on the rules on disconnects and stalling, so you might want to do that just in case we do not hear from the Arabs, because that might be one way for Finland to make a comeback if Saudi Arabia gets disqualified, but I don't think anyone wants to see that. But that would be a turn up for the books.
I think it's 10 minutes, apparently, according to the rules that I wrote.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes of stalling.
I wouldn't trust the guy who wrote those rules.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take your word for it. But I'm not entirely sure how long we've been waiting, as I did not check the time 10 minutes ago.
It's been maybe 5 minutes at most.
Yeah, so I guess give them a little bit longer, so to see what is going on. But I'm not too much. Is there any emergency sub rules allowed in this? I'm not sure myself.
There is, but they get 10-point penalty for emergency subs.
I mean, there's something Saudi Arabia can definitely afford, I'd say, but obviously they don't want to take the penalty, but yeah, it's might have to do so if that loot doesn't show up anytime soon. You see, they are asking if they can make a substitution, kind of. Asking if Lifetime can play?
Yeah. So if they were to sub in someone, it would be -10, which probably isn't worth it considering it's one race before the actual substitution point.
Yeah, I mean they could just take the 1 point for racing 4 versus 3 and then do substitutions. I mean, I assume. I do not know. Apparently he is trying to join, so yes. Classic CTR NF stalling, as we love to see it, but what can you do?
And he's joined the lobby? Question mark? No engine yet, but he's there.
Okay.
Let's hope that stays that. Fingers crossed. No engine quite yet.
Yeah. That's not what we like to hear. We just want to see that engine and go into the race. But you can now see with us, we are now waiting for that engine to appear.
And the engine's there. And it looks like we should continue going.
Hopefully so. Yes.
Which is a relief for both sides because they'd have to play 3v4, which would suck for both teams because 7 players is a nightmare.
Yep. 7-player lobbies do suck indeed. Why anyone would want to play a 7-player lobby unless you're in FFA, but yep. Nonetheless. We have an intact lobby so far. We'll try not to commentators curse it. You know, no jinx. I don't want to see a disconnection as we go into the lobby and into the match. That would mean more stalling.
Like, we are... I've already forgotten, like, it's been so long, I forgot we were going into Polar Pass.
Yes, we are going into Polar Pass. Yeah, it has been quite the storm, so... It's quite... easy. But we're not going into Polar Pass, we're going into Furlough Island, so we have skipped a track here, so...
I'm assuming they're doing that because it was maybe the reason he was disconnecting in the first place. I'm gonna have to...
Either way, we'll commentate this race and figure out what is going on. But
I'm just gonna have to
Onks
refresh.
is pulse widing away, he's zooming through the track right now. So yeah, he's got a nice breakaway on lap 1. He's miles ahead of everyone else pretty much. But HFC is not far behind, actually, saying that. So, but HFC has a shield, but it is 2-3-4 for the Arabs so far, but that is winning positions for them. Onks should be able to hold on to the first place if nothing else goes wrong, but he is trying to backbomb HFC. But I don't know. We see Fhoons.
One bomb connects.
Yes, connects, so he loses his shield. But we do see HFC with 2 juice bombs. Oh, and he gets taken out. So Onks does. Good snipe there, takes out HFC, loses his fire, but no real big damage done as Saudi Arabia do have 2, 3, 4, 5.
And we see the orb come out while Fhoons is in a mask, so they might actually be able to break this position.
Yep. They definitely need some good power item plays here to make
We've
that
got
difference.
3 of them without yellow fire currently, but they're going to just get it back straight away, so...
It is quite the gap from Fhoons to 435, if I'm right.
Yeah, I think right now Finland's just looking for masks and engines to catch up. Doom's not got fire though, so Finland's going to be able to missile him here.
Yes, so he does take him out. HFC is in third, but Fhoons does get taken out
is pulse-holding through, full momentum.
He is zooming, and he is in second position. So they do get the 1-2, so that is a point win if they can hold on to these positions. And Alud gets taken down.
Zamu's managed to take out third place as well.
Yes, so this is top 3 for Finland. This is exactly what they need. Fhoons is just trying to make up some positions with his juice missiles in the back.
Doom's outrunning the missile with a pulse-hood engine.
Yes, I don't think there's much a missile can do about that.
But Doom's taken a red beaker, so that's going to cut his pulse-hood short.
HFC does hit a red beaker, so Fhoons should be able to take over him here. And he has a blue shield, so he shouldn't be taking any big damage, but 3 missiles is not what he
actually broke the top 3 while we were looking at the rest of the race, so they're not going to get as good positions as they could have had. But that's a
still
step
a win
in the right
for Finland.
direction for Finland.
That's still a win for Finland, and they needed that win just to get some momentum back in this race. War, even.
That's the race they've been looking for.
But that early pulse width by Onks on lap 1, he just broke away and nobody ever really saw him again after he bombed HFC with the bat bomb. He just kind of ran away with it. But yes, a good result for Finland for sure.
Now we see it's down to 37. It's still a pretty huge difference, but it's definitely better than where they were before.
Yeah, I mean, they're still going to need a top 4 or a top 3, or multiple top 4s and top 3s to, make the comeback that they want to see. But yeah, it's half time. I'm not entirely sure whether we see any substitutions. But
we might see an Arab substitution just based on the connection problems Alhoot was having.
Yeah, potentially, but this lineup is looking good, but it'd only be for connection purposes and smoothness for the rest of this war, I guess, if they'd want to sub him out. But I don't think it would be a player lineup issue, that's for sure. I'm not entirely sure if Finland have any other subs available. As we know, Yahooks is not available. I do not know about Sursa.
I have a feeling they'll be sticking with this.
Yeah, most likely. But 5 tracks remaining to make up these 37 points. So that is, they're going to need consecutive wins at the very least.
The 5th race was the turning point in the UK match, so we could see...
That is true. That
history
is very
does
true.
repeat itself.
It can do. Was the lead that big, though?
The lead was not quite as big as this.
Yeah, I know it was more than a top 4, but I do not believe it's quite as big as this. So, yeah, nonetheless. I don't know if they'll be doing a host change or not. I assume so.
It doesn't look like they're doing a host change right now.
And we shall see if they play Polar Pass or not as well. It looks like it's queued up to be the next race. But, yeah. Seems to be some issues with the pick order or something. We don't know what exactly went on behind the scenes in the pick order, but it's not quite as accurate as the screenshot we were given. So we should be going into Polar Pass next race for race 6. But seems like potential substitutions are going on here, as we don't have a full lobby so far. Lifetime is queued up to be invited, so he might be replacing a loot. So we are just waiting to see. Will Lifetime join the lobby? Will there be more Storm? And here he is. He has joined the lobby indeed. Okay, so we have a full lobby now.
And Lifetime is in fact subbing out. So.
Yep, that is correct. So hopefully no more connection issues from this point onwards. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we shall see. Going into Polar Pass. Finland looking to make quite the dent in that points difference if they want to turn this around.
Yeah, we talked about Polar Pass already, thinking that was the track that was going to be played, and now
Yep.
we've already like burnt out that talking point.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about
we-
Infernal Island instead.
Yeah, I mean, we could. I can actually. Who was it that had? There was an Arab player that had Inferno Island. World record. I can't remember who it was now. But
Oh, that was not someone who ever played competitive CTR.
yes, yeah. I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
I think it was
anyway.
a RT something, but yeah.
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah.
he had any impact on their
XRT,
decision making there.
XRT, I believe. But either way, we are going into Polar Pass.
And we see Zamu
Onks gets
actually
taken out.
rolling a mask on lap 1, which I think that might be the first time he's managed to do that in this match.
And he is causing carnage with it, which is what we like to see. He does break away, and Fhoons actually had a mask as well, so he is in second position. So we see Zamu and Fhoons both getting masks on lap 1 and get the breakaway of 1-2, with Onks in third position, although he does get taken out with a mask himself.
And we see a lap 1 orb from Oh, and he lost it immediately.
HFC has... Oh, yeah. Wow. Hold on, I'll just quickly...
I do have a
refresh my
bit of delay.
Discord.
No.
No, I'm back now. It just
Okay.
for some reason slowed down and then sped up. But I am good now.
Welcome back.
Yes. I am back to the
So,
current
while I
present.
wasn't paying attention, somehow Finland lost their top 2,
Yes.
and now the Arabs have got winning positions.
After
Not
I
sure how
quickly
that happened, but
Yeah. I mean, the orb did... Oh, no, the orb didn't come out, did it? So,
yeah, the orb
lost to a
did
defeat.
not do anything.
yeah, the orb was lost, so that was no factor indeed. But we do see missile battles going on at the back with masks. Onks currently in third, but quite a little bit away from the top 2 positions, so he's going to need probably some power items to do any catching up, or a mistake to be made by the top 2 Arabs. But 3, 4, 5 for Finland, I believe. 5, 6 for Finland. So it is a small current winning position.
But we do
for
see
Saudi Arabia.
HFC coming in right now.
Yep,
He's got a missile for each one of them, but he's
Oh, and he gets-
missed Zamu and he's been punished for it.
Yep. but he does have missiles to try and take out Zamu himself, and he does hit Zamu, I believe. So
And now Doom's there to pick up the pieces.
And he hits already squished Yorma and squishes Zamu as well. So takes them out, but shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it'll have a slight effect, but you know, the blue 5 pad is just there.
And Doom's rewarded with his efforts with a shield.
Also, while we weren't watching, second position was lost and has dropped out to 4th. Okay, what is going on? I saw a position.
A few position glitches.
Yeah, there might be a position glitch. As they just flipped around, but Onks loses fire by hitting that red beaker, which is not
Onks
to do that early on.
Violated right there by that beaker. Ahmed just completely ended him.
So is that that must be a position glitch, the 4th place, because he is ahead on the screen. So it is still top 2, I guess.
It's top 2.
I'm not entirely. Potentially. Yeah. Okay.
Unless he became actually lap glitch, but he's it's top 2.
We believe so. It should be top 2 technically. Bit confusing to cast.
I think it's Live Time who was in first.
Yeah. But Onks is waiting on the line to try and take out whoever is coming behind him, but does he know that he's position glitched? He thinks, because on his... I don't know. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one, but we believe there was a position glitch or desync or something that went on there. We shall have to wait to confirm to see if that was in fact the case. But if that was a position glitch, it seems like another Saudi Arabia win.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Live Time finished first there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we see the Finland win has been mostly countered with that race.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So now with 4 races remaining, Finland would need to get 11 points per race, which is top 3 and 8th, or equivalent to that, basically.
Yep, they're going to need top... Yeah, no. They're going to want to see... Well, obviously they want to see a top 4, but they're going to need a couple, at least. So...
Yeah.
Sino could... even though it was looking okay, they could turn it around earlier on, they are running out of races to make this comeback that they need to do. So, time's running short, they're going to need, 11-point wins every race now, so bare minimum. But yeah.
And we should be... Okay. So I think what's going on here is the draft screenshot is inverted, so the position where the Finland races are where the Arab races should be. So it's mystery Papoose Dingo, it's the opposite way around. So they're actually playing deep sea driving right now instead of it's so wonky. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why that is, but
this has been
we're apparently going into deep sea driving now instead of assembly lane.
This cast is making me use my brain way too much.
And then, judging by the pattern we're on, I'm assuming we'd go with assembly lane and then tiny temple after this.
I mean, sure. You seem to have a bit of grasp of it on what I do. I believe that is the case.
I think the reason why it's like this is because they did Discord draft rather than on the draft tool.
I see. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, but we can still just about make out what is going on, thankfully.
It's not that important.
No, it's not vital, but what we can tell you is that Saudi Arabia do have a 44-point lead over Finland with 4 races remaining. Finland are going to need to make big wins to make this comeback happen. But questions have to be asked. Are they going to be able to have the mentality to do that comeback at this point after, you know, because obviously stalling does cause some frustration. You know, being behind as well. But yeah, we shall see what they can do to make this comeback. We go into deep sea driving. Another breakaway track.
Get some deep sea driving music on there. There we go. HFC driving. Let's see what HFC can do at the start here. With the
Will he get a breakaway?
He's from back row, so he's not in the perfect position to break away, but
yeah,
he can do a lot of damage. He's traded with Onks.
Onks and HFC both get taken down with, but Fhoons does have first position on his screen so far. But every time I've said that, he's got
Doom
hit.
Behind him with his shield. Yep.
Yeah, and I've cursed him once again because every time I say Fhoons is in first position, he gets hit. So we have first position is an Arab first position, but we do have 2, 3, 4 for Finland so far.
So there's a lot of pressure for the guy in first right now to just be able to maintain that.
Yeah, and Zamu is very close behind him, so we'll see what Zamu can do, but there aren't many items that can work for Zamu here because missiles are pretty
And we've
trash
seen what happens when someone underestimates Zamu's lines.
Yes, yep, Zamu does have pretty good lines, but the blades on this thing, on this track even, can make a difference here, as we see Zamu is falling a little bit behind.
HFC is holding a clock right now.
Oh, we do have a clock from HFC.
And this could be...
they might wait here.
And they also have an orb. So Arabs have used an orb to kill 2 people.
And HFC loses fire, but he will respawn behind the blue fire pad, so it shouldn't be too big of a concern to get the fast blue fire straight away again. He tried going for the juice there, but missed it, but then...
And he's lost reserves, so I think HFC's out this race now. Not having reserves in 8th place is a disaster, but he's still got the clock to help his teammates if they need it. But they've already got pretty good positions, so I think right now he's just holding it. But
but then Commentator's Curse, he just uses it straight away. After you say he's holding on to it, but yeah, I was about to say they might just be using it because they know they've got that points deficit. You know, just play it safe. They didn't need to risk using the clock, but...
It looks like one of the players up top have died, so Finland now have 2-3.
Yeah, 2-3. Seems first place still has quite the lead, if I'm not wrong.
And another Arab has died to a back spam, so Finland have more opportunity to gain positions. But unfortunately, erajorma did get hit, but he managed to trade with Ahmed and keep his position.
Yep.
And first is so far ahead that the race has already ended for him.
Yeah.
Wow. Second and third have only just crossed the...
Yep. But yeah, Zamu does take second, and Yorma does take out HFC.
Taking another one, so this could actually be pretty decent. Fhoons has lost reserves though.
There's a lot of players there.
And his team killed in the process, so they've actually choked a lot of positions right at the end.
But Fhoons does take that 4th place. So that is 2, 3, 4, 7 for Finland. So I believe that is a win for Finland.
It's a 3-point win, but it's probably
not enough.
Not enough.
You know,
now their gap's even smaller. They're going to need probably top 4 from now on.
Yeah, I mean, they needed an average of at least 11 points each race, and 3 points is not going to cut it. So that's just going to make that required average go up even more now. But yeah, it's... Once again, it's not looking good for Finland here. They just want to kind of reduce that points deficit. But, I mean, obviously they want that, you know, they want to take the win here, but I think at this point it's just about reducing the points deficit as much as they can for points difference. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's pretty much like, it's just whichever team is able to just like win the first lap is probably the only ones who will come out as the. I'm just not gonna finish the sentence because it's just not. There's absolutely nothing. That sentence was just me talking without thinking, and then I somehow tried to make it into an actual sentence with like actual value, and I just failed miserably.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say is that the Arabs, they just need to play safe and just like tap into the hole basically. They don't want to take any risks because if they get anything other than bomb 4, they're pretty much safe.
Yep. Absolutely true. They just, if they really wanted to, they could just pinpoint one player and keep them down in the order, and that's all that would really be required of them. Even if they could just avoid the top 4 at all costs. That's all they need to really do at this point.
Lifetime is last on the DSD. Yeah, I've got that, okay. So what track was it now?
Will it be assembly lane now, I guess?
I wasn't actually looking, but... Okay.
No, we do have assembly lane. So breakaway track again, I guess. Yeah, we shall see. Will anyone be doing that?
I think Finland's counting on Zamu to be able to roll a mask at the start here.
Yeah. If they can get a mask before the shortcut and make people fail the shortcut and get that breakaway, it is a very nice advantage to have. We see Onks getting taken out. Fhoons is in 3rd position, but...
Yeah, now it's just Fhoons there.
Yep.
Doom's lagging around. I don't know if that missile is going to work if he keeps lagging like that.
That's the issue of having that lag there, is it's you can't really tell. But he does have a green shield, so that missile will not matter.
I think he should have just like YOLO'd it with that missile if he wanted to have a chance there.
Mhm. But he got that green shield.
There was a 50% chance it would have hit him.
If even that, to be honest. I mean, that's the risk you have to take with the lag and missiles, because sometimes they don't work with lag. Or shall we say most of the time they don't work with lag.
But you see, Onks has got an orb here.
Yep,
he's got an orb. They have the right dodges up front.
They do have 2, 3, 4, so now they've got to do
Fhoons
some
has the shield for the dodge, so they might have to risk this. And we don't see anyone of the Arabs in the back holding a... We've got HC is holding a mask, so if Onks used the orb right now...
Would not be.
It could cause damage, but... I'm not sure it's the best way, and I think Finland knows that they have to be very careful with what they do from now on, because this orb is pretty much their only remaining lifeline.
Yeah.
And they've decided to use it. HSC is going to dodge, but so is all the Finnish players.
And lifetime disconnects. So that is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
We're just going to try and hit Doom with a missile. I doubt
Doom
it'll
does get
connect,
hit,
but if it does...
Or was that just... Oh, that was desync, I guess.
It's just him lagging around.
Yeah, he does not get hit. But yeah, Fhoons is gonna need to be on point with a sniper or anything if he's trying to hit him, as Doom lagging around like that is not an easy target. But still 2, 3, 4 for Finland. Onks also
and lifetime disconnecting is pretty bad because now they've not got any chance of getting 8th place item rolls, so they have a much lower chance of managing to roll that power item that they need to break.
Fhoons does hit a nitro and drops down to 4.
Clearly I'm wrong because Onks has just rolled an orb in 6th place.
He just threw it straight away, didn't even think about it, but yeah, all the other players should be able to dodge it. Zamu gets hit? No, it's just desync again.
And Doom's been hit by the orb, so it looks like the understop's paying off, but the Arabs look like they have their own orb to counter it.
Yes.
And now Ahmed is coming in towards Onks to kill him. Onks managed to let him slip past without getting hit.
Yep.
He's taking out Fhoons.
Yep, Fhoons gets taken down. So loses a position, so only 2-3 for Finland at the moment, which is not enough.
Onks has missiles for Ahmed, so
yep,
he can
takes out Ahmed.
out. And now Fhoons has to 1v2 them right now. And
but Fhoons
is going to have a hard time with only a boost canister.
Yeah, he can't do much with the boost canister against a mask, unfortunately. So Fhoons now
somehow Doom's managed to keep first place here.
Yes. He has held onto it, but maybe it was that orb by the Arabs after the finish orb. I'm not quite... My memory does not serve me correctly. But, yeah.
No. Onks might... Yeah, Onks is probably going to start with a bomb here to try and get position for Fhoons. Or not, he's just playing
maybe
it
not.
safe.
Yep, they just need to secure those points. 2, 3, 4, 7, or depending
and they're
on where...
still in it, but they're going to need top 4 both races.
That is quite the ask, to say the least, but...
We've had many instances where it's been impossible for them to win in the final race without getting a top 4, and they've got the top 4, but 2 top 4s in a row, that is much less likely.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Germany do it yesterday against Italy. On the last race, they got the top 4. But getting 2 top 4s in a row is a completely different ask, and even more unlikely. But, yeah. Strange one, I guess.
Actually, I'm not even... Okay, 2 top 4s would only get draw, right? Yeah, so...
That's correct.
They can bring it down to a draw with 2 top 4s, and then they'd enter a tiebreaker race to decide the winner.
Oh,
so
we do
that's pretty much
tiebreakers?
the only chance. Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Did not realise we did tiebreakers in the seeding stage, but there we go.
Because draws are bad.
Okay. If you say so.
We don't like draws.
I mean, it's whatever. But yeah.
Also, I don't actually know how I could fit draws into the point system.
I mean, you could do 0.5, I guess, for each team.
Yeah, but tiebreaker is 1 extra race. Why not?
I guess, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Finland require a big ask, to say the least, to see if they can get the draw.
And the deciding race is in fact Tiny Temple. Could we see the clutch Zamu jump to decide the winner?
Tiny Temple, yeah, or... Oh no, the order's scuffed, so it's not Oxide Station, it is Tiny Temple. I think. We think.
Well, right now, they're not picking anything, because they're all singing the lobby.
We are stalling again, because Lifetime has now died. So
they've subbed the disconnector for another disconnector.
Yeah, not really what you want to see. Even more stalling. But yeah. It's just not... Yeah. This is just... Unfortunately... You know, not unfamiliar with Arab connections sometimes. They can be quite inconsistent and bad. But yeah. It is what it is. And we do see...
Tiny Temple.
Tiny Temple, so this is Zamu Temple. We shall see if he goes back for some Zamu tech and tries to get early blue fire. Lap 1. That would be quite the gamer moment if that made them get the top 4. But yeah, it's still a big ask nonetheless. We also have lap hit potential on this track, which is always an interesting topic.
I think the Arabs are feeling pretty confident right now. They don't really need to worry that much. As long as they can keep one player out of Bomb 4, then they're safe and they win.
honestly, they could just take a bot. You know, they don't even need lifetime back at this point. They could just take the 1 point each time and run with 7 players. But you see Yorma joining back. Does that mean they're going to run with 7 players?
Yeah, they're saying start, so I guess this is how it's going to be.
Yeah, I guess so. So, I don't know, Finland might not be happy about that due to the item rolls. So, yeah. You know, because obviously with less players in the lobby, the item statistics change, I believe. Yeah. So Lifetime will be getting 1 point each time, I assume. That's if he does not come back for the final race.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they can do with that.
But yeah. But especially on time, it's just thought about it. That bot on Tiger Temple is going to be annoying because.
Well, I don't think they're going to be playing with a bot.
Oh, of course, because it's not going to be disconnecting mid-race, is it?
Yeah.
My brain was very small for that little moment, so I forgot that you can turn bots off. It's been so long since I've hosted a lobby.
And I'm
Yes.
wondering if Zamu maybe thinks, okay, maybe it's too risky to go for the shortcut, but
That's
we'll
the
see
thing,
what's
isn't it?
going on. I've never known Zamu to not try and go for the shortcut, and he is going for it, but it looks like he
Yeah.
didn't roll the items he needs, so he didn't
Yeah,
roll
but-
the items, so he just can't go for it.
I mean, if there was ever a point to take a risk, it's probably now. You know, you need 2 top 4s to win, or no, to draw.
Meanwhile, we've got a pretty far top 2 for Finland right now.
Yep, they're gonna, even though they don't have fire, you know, oh, they do have fire. Sorry, they're gonna need to do some damage to the Arabs in 3rd and 4th. HFC and I'm not. Is it Ahmed in? Yeah, Onks is now battling with him to see who is going to take that full position. But we see 1, 2, 4 for
We're seeing
Finland so
decent
far.
positions right here.
Yeah, decent, but what they want to do is they just want to take out HFC, but HFC does have a blue shield. So he is their main target right now. But Zamu is quite far back, but he is newming, and it's going to take him. I'm not entirely sure whether he can catch up the top 4 at this point in time, because he is quite a ways back on the minimap. So even if they take out HFC, who has still got his blue shield and is just taking his
I'm
lines,
not sure what Onks is doing right here.
has Onks given up? Has his controller died? Yeah, not entirely sure.
But it
Either
looks
way,
like, regardless, I think that might be the end for Finland right there.
Yeah, I think Onks has given up, I guess, because he shot his shield away and he's just kind of.
And erajorma just got lap here as well by Doom's Mask.
Yeah. But yeah, with HFC in that position, Zamu so far back, it was kind of looking like either way it would have been really hard for them to catch up. But
Yeah,
like I say,
something
HFC
disastrous would have had to have happened to
yeah, I mean,
HFC.
he's held that shield the whole time, and you know, although it does just disappear. I didn't see what exactly hit him though, but. Yeah, Fhoons gets the win, but that will be the win for Saudi Arabia.
And it was a very convincing win at that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Dominant war by Saudi Arabia. It didn't like Finland at no point here actually. It didn't even look like they had a chance. You know, they didn't, you know, they had that one small win, I believe. But yeah, it's just been quite the domination from Saudi Arabia, and
I think getting top 4 immediately in the first race had a big impact on their mentality
For sure.
the match.
Indeed.
It's hard to recover from that.
Yep. And it literally snowballed straight from the start, and it's just been the whole way through the war, just building and snowballing. But yeah.
After all, it's only seeding phase, so we can see these teams face each other again later on in the tournament.
Yeah,
and maybe we'll have a different result.
Yep. There's always that potential for them to play again later on in the tournament, but we'll definitely be seeing more of both of these teams in the group stages, as they are both guaranteed to qualify. So, but yeah, going into the last race, after seeing what happened with Onks, I don't know exactly what happened with him, but I'm assuming he kind of gave up, but we still have one race left to go, so they might be trying to reduce the points deficit, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's the most they can do at this point, just try and get the point difference as low as possible, get themselves some leeway on the point difference in the table.
Yeah, I mean, that's all they can really do. You know, it's just try and get some nice positions on Oxide Station. But yeah, I guess easier said than done after the beating that Finland have taken. You know, it's hard to keep that mentality going, you know, when you've already lost. So we shall see, though. You know, Finland are definitely an experienced team. They know what they're doing. They're one of the strongest teams, or one of the favourites for this tournament. But yeah, they can definitely get some points back, but we shall see. They are just starting once again without Lifetime, as he has not showed up to rejoin.
Well, the Arabs, they've managed to just maintain that consistency for another match. They've just been dominating this entire World Cup.
Yep. And with this win, who will they be playing against next? Is it Germany? Or have they played?
Well,
no, they've played Germany already, so they cannot be playing Germany.
At this point, it'll just be whoever the highest scoring team is with what would it be? 3 wins? Yeah.
Yeah.
The highest rated team with 3 wins that they haven't already faced. So it's kind of hard to tell this early which team they'd be facing.
But yeah, we shall see. Anyway, we are going into the last race of Oxide Station. We'll see what goes down. We see Fhoons going tight as usual. Carnage in the back. But Fhoons gets taken out once again in first position. It seems to be a consistent thing. He gets taken out. It seems like every race he gets a breakaway, he gets taken out straight away.
Yeah, I've seen Doom like roll a lot of shields on lap 1, and just like the other team, like either Fhoons or Onks, just goes so fast that they take Doom's shield.
Yeah.
So it's been punishing them that they're going so fast.
Because, like I say, once again we are seeing. Oh no! What happened there? Whoever was in second place just dropped off the map. Was it a team kill? That was strange. They had second position and there was no one else there, but I guess it was a team kill or he just failed. That was a very strange thing that just happened there. But yes, either way, we have Onks in second with a blue shield. I'm going to try and catch up to first place.
You just training behind Fhoons right now. Fhoons isn't really making an effort to kill HFC right now.
No, he's just taking lines.
HC's
basically.
managed to take himself out somehow. He's run out of reserves.
But he does have a mask in 4th position, thankfully, just to reduce that a little bit. It's blue fire.
Yeah, that mask could have been really good for him if he actually had reserves at that point.
Yeah. But we do see an orb going around the track, so we'll see what...
It's unjuiced, so...
It does hit
It could give them
and
first.
Onks.
The first has a shield to defend himself.
Yeah. So no major changes in the top positions. And you see Fhoons once again getting another shield to protect himself from HFC, who is, you know, quite the distance away. Not too far behind him, but still a little distance. And Onks falls off there. Did he hit something? I did not see. I missed that. I just saw him fall off the map, so he has lost a position to HFC there. All things being well, Fhoons should hold on to this position.
HC took a peek on the long pads, and now he's going to go this whole lap without...
Is he going to get
blue
lap
fire.
glitched? Oh, no, he should be fine. Onks hits a Nitro on that corner, and he gets comboed again.
Now I think he might be lap glitched. No, not
Yeah.
quite. He didn't fall all the way through.
I mean, we shall see when he crosses the line, but that is...
Well, he's not in
taking-
7th place, so he should be good.
Yeah. But that was quite the... Onks has not been having a good time this race. But, yeah, this is once again even more strong positions for Saudi Arabia. Even though they only have 3 of them in the lobby, they are all in the top 4. And Onks again getting hit. He hits a red beaker. It's kind of, I think he's given up again. You know, he's just not been having a good day. He's just going to sit there and wait it out. It's rough taking a beating like this. You know, at these times, it's just like probably asking yourself, well, what can we do? If stuff like this just keeps happening, what can you do? But
Yeah. There's not really much left for him anymore in this race, so...
But yeah.
We do see the Arabs choking position there. So
Yeah.
Someone's going to be able to gain a point, maybe, if he manages to get the pass, which, no, they've traded, so... It seems like a common thing where the Arabs will choke their reserves, and as soon as the finish try and overtake them, they have just an easy time trading and preventing the overtake.
But nonetheless, it is looking like it is going to be 1-2-4 for the Arabs, and that is a win, even without their 4th player. So that just increases the points deficit even more. Yeah, this has been a really, really rough war for Finland, to say the least. Absolute domination by the Saudis.
We got Zamu and erajorma trailing right behind Ahmed, but time's gonna end. That'll be the final positions.
But yeah, I don't think many people were looking at the top seeds and were expecting to see a result quite, a deficit quite this large. But, it has happened. Strong dominance from Saudi Arabia that ended with a 38-point difference. Yeah.
That's a convincing win for the Arabs there. And I'd say you couldn't really look at that and say, okay, the Arabs got kind of lucky in this race, getting that power item or whatever, because there wasn't really any instances of the Arabs just getting insanely lucky. They just consistently won their item fights at the start of the race. And then when they did end up getting hit or losing fire in the top spots, they just managed to defend themselves and prevent Finland from passing them.
Yeah, that's it. A lot of their wins were breakaway lap 1, hold on to those positions. And that's all they needed to do. Once they got those 2 top positions, it was just the work of whoever was left in the back to cause some damage. And it worked for them. That's all they really needed to secure those points. And obviously, with the points deficit that large, it's crazy, you know. But yeah, kind of unfortunate for Finland to take a beating that hard after being what was the second seed. But hopefully in their next
I don't
match,
think anyone was expecting that outcome.
No, for sure. But I think Finland next match definitely will be wanting to, prove themselves in their next match.
Yeah, and I don't think it will have a big impact on Finland's mindset going on in the tournament, because it's the seeding phase.
Yeah.
They're pretty much safe. There's no way they can get eliminated. So now it's just, okay, well, we're not the highest seeded, but what does that matter? We can still bring it back later on the tournament.
Yep. Yeah. Totally agree. It's all this is for at the moment is just the seeding. Where it really matters, it starts really mattering, is in the group stages. And both these teams will be going into the group stages, guaranteed. But yeah, I mean, good luck to whoever plays Saudi Arabia in their next match, because they are not
on fire.
Yeah, they are. They've just looked so dominant this year. But yeah, definitely favourites.
They convincingly beat Mexico. They did a really strong win against Germany, and now against Italy they've done the same. They're looking unstoppable as it is. It's going to be quite the feat to actually defeat them in a war.
Yeah,
with how they're playing at the moment.
Yep, I'd definitely be surprised. I mean, that was only 2 points less than when they played against Germany. So yeah, that's pretty decisive, to say the least. But yeah, whoever goes
after
against
this
them,
match, most people are going to be looking at Saudi Arabia being like, okay, these guys, you can't mess around. You have to go. These guys could win. Yeah, if you can beat these guys, then you have a good chance of winning the whole World Cup, because these guys are pretty much just the strongest as it is.
Yeah, for sure. It's looking, well, I mean, I think they will end up top seed either way now. But yeah,
the only team that's won every match so far in the seeding phase, 4 for 4.
So
if they can end this seeding phase 5-0, that will be unique to this year, because no one managed to do that in the last year of the World Cup seeding phase.
Yeah. Yes, that would be the first time it happens in any of the World Cups we have done, or either of the World Cups we have done. So if they do it, but be highly dependent on their next opponent, and the best of luck to them, because it's not going to be easy.
Who that turns out to be.
Yep. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. It's quite the domination performance.
I think we can conclude here. Actually, Chile, France should be starting in 10 minutes.
Oh yes. Yes. 7 UTC.
And I'm just wondering. Someone said they're gonna stream that, but it wasn't me. So I'm looking through the media team chat.
Okie dokie.
I think I'll post just on a BRB for now.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Yeah,
a commercial break without commercials.
To see what's going on.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a bit.